Hey everybody, it's Drew. Welcome back to my channel. And I pulled the kit out of mothballs. This is my Italeri 1/72nd scale B-58 Hustler. I had a lot of trouble with the kit. I think it was more of my doing, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna figure this out. So I did a little bit more filling and sanding, and I got some paint on it. I think it looks pretty good now. I'm going to do some, color modulation to break up the natural metal finish, and I'll be back at the end to share my thoughts so far. Anyway, take a look, and I'll see you in just a minute. Okay, so I'm going to get this primed with some Vallejo Gloss Black Primer, and when you do natural metal, you want a glossy black coat because that will make it reflect and shine a little bit better. Everything gloss black primer, and I'm ready to start painting. I'm going to give it a base color of Vallejo Metal Color Aluminum. Okay, let me pause and kind of show you where I'm at. This has been quite a challenge for me. I'm not great at natural metal finishes, and this one posed some problems. So what I had to do, well, first of all, when I painted it, I had a lot of grainy spots and little pieces that were raised of the paint, and it looked like crap. And so I stripped it, sanded it, and then put another coat of primer on and repainted it. And I think it looks a little bit better. I figured out, right here. So what I think was happening was when I used this, which I like, it was drying before it hit the model. And I live in a really dry area of Colorado, like we hardly get any moisture. And so I just added a few drops of this, and that made all the difference in the world. So this keeps it from drying immediately. So when it comes out of your airbrush, sometimes with acrylic paints and stuff, it'll dry before it hits the model, and you're going to get grainy spots, pebbly spots, and orange peel. And so I think I'm at a point where it's okay. It looks a lot better than what it did. So this drop tank looks like shit. I am terrible at rescribing. No matter what I do, I end up with, you know, crooked lines, and basically looks like a drunk did it, even if I have a straight edge. I don't know why. Maybe it's, I don't know. I just can't get the rescribing down very well, especially in large areas. And plus there was a really bad seam here, and I kind of over sanded it, and it almost looks like it almost kind of has a flat spot. So what I decided to do is use a small tank, and I'm going to use the underwing mounted nukes. And so these are these guys here. Got these guys. And looking at pictures of these guys, the tails were painted red, so that's kind of cool. So I painted these Tamiya flat white, and I'm gonna mask them off and paint the tail red, and the nose is black. So that's what I decided to do. And I don't know a lot about the Hustler, but looking at pictures and reading about it, this giant thing is both a fuel tank, and it also holds a really big nuclear bomb, so it doubles. That's why you see these, but you won't, if you see these on the plane, you won't see these under the wings. It's too heavy. So I saw pictures where you got the small drop tank and you have the underwing nuclear bombs, and here are the rails for that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just do some color modulation. So a lot of masking, using some of my Vallejo metal colors. Let's see, I got steel. I got some dark aluminum. There's another one around here somewhere. I got one called pale burnt metal. So I'm going to be masking off some areas. And doing that. Oh, there it is. Pale burnt metal, just to give it some color variation. Yeah, that's my next step. So let's start masking. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is paint this panel and these two panels here. And in reference pictures, they're a light gray color. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what those do. So but they're not natural metal. So I think I'm going to use light gold gray. I think I looked at one of the kit instructions for, I think maybe it was a monogram kit, and it calls for light gold gray for those two panels. And looking at reference pictures, it's a pretty light gray, so maybe this will work. So let's give this a shot. guys, I think I'm gonna stop here and not do any more panels. So I think it's looking pretty good right now. Okay, I did a bunch of stuff off camera. Yeah, I don't want to bore you too much with masking and painting, but so I use kind of a variety of my stuff, of my paints. I use pale burnt metal in some of these panels here. I use dark aluminum on the horizontal stabilizers and the rudder and the front part here of the tail. I had to mask off and paint these areas black. So there's some black areas there. There's that, and so here are the engines. Piece there, it didn't. There's the engines on the sticks. Let me show you a couple of the rockets, or excuse me, the bombs. I painted these off camera, and let me show you one that foobard. This one, what happened was, and I didn't even know this until I unpeeled the tape, is I had this open. This is my airbrush cleaning mix, my homemade mix, this Windex alcohol. So I use acrylic, so there's stuff just does a great job getting rid of your, or cleaning out your airbrush. And some of this had spilled onto this when I had it taped, and it went through, and so it ate a bunch of paint, and it looks like shit. So I'm going to start over on this one. I'm just going to maybe strip off what I can and reprime it and get going and redo it. And so yeah, so the other ones, you know, they came out okay. I got to touch up a few spots. I don't know how, like there's a little red spot there. Just got to touch that there. So yeah, I got some bleed through. I don't know what happened, but like this one here, I'll just put a little piece of tape on that. When I paint the other one, I'll fix that. Yeah, anyway, okay. Or I could just position this where you can't see it. It'll be up against the fuselage, so that's how I can get around that. And I also want to show you the jet. This goes on the front of the jet engines, and these are the little cones that go in the front. So I painted those with Vallejo silver. And same thing with the landing gear. Those are all silver. Those put in eventually. There are the landing gear doors. I painted the interior, the wheel wells, and the inside of the landing gear doors. This it's zinc chromate with a bunch of yellow added to it. Now, some references show a white, and some show green. So I thought, you know, or at least yellow green. So I thought, hey, that looks kind of neat. So I might, I gotta still finish on masking all that. It kind of looks like crap, but anyway. So, and I'm not too worried about it, because once that gets built up, you won't be able to see anything under there. I also have, oh, right here. These are the afterburners, and I painted those with jet exhaust. Okay, so I think it's looking okay. I'm gonna stop right there. I don't want to overdo the panels. These were pretty sleek aircraft. They took care of them, and you don't see a lot of discoloration, but there she is so far. So in the next video, I'm going to get all the sub-assemblies done and get the decals on. So stay tuned for that video. And again, I thank you for joining me here. If you haven't subbed to my channel and you like this video, please consider giving me a sub and give me a thumbs up. That does help promote the videos. And yeah. Okay. In the meantime, you can click on some of the cool videos I have popping up. I think you'll enjoy those, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, everybody.